Alchemy is one of the strangest archetypes in the game because even though the leader ability has plus 17 provisions, which is the highest in the game, there isn't like a great way to play Alchemy. There's 100 different ways to play Alchemy, but there's not a great way to play Alchemy. And I tried about 3 or 4 different versions over the last 2 days, trying to figure out what I like best, and this is what I came up with. I decided to go discard because a lot of decks are just tempo dumping, and we have to be able to keep up with that because the traditional Alchemy is very slow to roll. I'm not going to sit here and talk about all the different considerations that I have for the deck or that I tried for the deck, but I will put a long list in the description so you guys can, refer to that for other ideas of what to do. Today we're going to be talking about what we actually did here and what's been working for me. So the idea is to play again in this Shadow. This is one win condition. We have a couple others that we'll get into. With this here, it progresses whenever we play a Druid. I made sure to put enough Druids in the deck. And what we're looking to do, essentially, is get the Crow Clan Preacher on the board. And when these are bonded, whenever we play an Alchemy card, boost self by 2 instead of 1. So we have the 2 initial copies in the deck. We have the third one that we're able to create off the Mushy Truffle. We have another one we're going to be able to create off the Get in This Shadow. So there's 4 there. We have the ability to recycle them out with the Freya's Blessing. So you can imagine how much points we're going to be getting off that, because once you get them down, you're just going to be playing all your Alchemy cards. Pretty straightforward. I want to make sure that I'm actually getting to my cards, getting to the round that I want to play Get in This Shadow. We want to be in control when we play this scenario because it's going to be worth a lot. So that's why the discard package does so well, and Coral's sitting at 8 provisions now instead of 9. We have a buff to Morkvarg being 6 power instead of 5. So it feels pretty good overall. So with this one here, draw a card, discard a card. Whenever you discard a card, damage a random enemy unit by 2. So we get some damage out there. It's not targeted control, but it still adds up to being a lot of points. So we can take this first. We take the burn a second, drop the 2 cards, then discard the same number of cards. Again, what we're looking to discard would be the Morkvarg, because this will come back to the melee row. We have the Tursic Skirmisher, because again, they're going to come back to the melee row. If we have 2 crows in hand, it's not bricked, because we can actually throw one in the grave and get the second one to play the first one from the grave. So it's very flexible in that way. And then if we have to, we can even discard the Crow Mother, because she'll come back when we play an Alchemy card. So you don't have to feel terrible about discarding her if that's the only thing you've got, But we do have some throwaway bronze cards that we could also put in the grave. It's not that bad. In addition to that, I have Knickers that's going to be thinning out of the deck. We want to make sure we have the right amount of thins to come out of the deck, because in round 3, we need to have Magic Compass going and pulling from our deck when we have less than 3 cards. So in order to do that, we need roughly 7 discards throughout the game. I have Mask of Ouroboros. If we go first, that helps. I have 2 here, 1 here, this thins, and I have a Heime Skald as a backup. And so far, it's going very well, right? We have the Decree as well, which is going to help pull a card. So we don't need any more than that. It's tried and true. Obviously, with this card, you run into the challenge of if I get this, and if I get this, and if I get this, but that's just part of the game. So the idea for Magic Compass was to cheat provisions a little bit. So I can go and pull Fukusha off of Magic Compass instead of having to play Fukusha. And if it's a short round, I could take an Axel 3 Eyes, and then we get another proc with the Alchemy. I can go and take Fukusha into, let's say, the Crow stuff if I want to swing them back, if I flip them over with the Axel, right? Because you can transform crows into these guys and use them as carryover. But oftentimes, we're going to be getting a long round full of tons of rain with Crow Clan Preacher, having another engine on the board, like 6 turns of rain on their side of the board. That's 12 damage plus whatever this equates to, plus the 4 base body. It's looking sharp. So that's what I like to do there. But because I had fun with Otko, I just didn't get the best value out of him. That's also another option, right? At the end of the day, you choose what's best for you. We could do a Tall Punish like a Tyr or a Morkvarg, whatever the case, right? You just kind of use your discretion based on the matchup, based on the situation, and go for it. So Magic Compass at 12 is still good, right? It's funny that we used to play it for like 8 or 9, but 12 is still good. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, Truffle creates an Alchemy Golden Froth. It's like an auto-include in a deck like this. We need it. Axel's one of the best cards for Skellige, let alone this archetype. really helps to have cards like this to support the archetype. And again, Crow is going to be thinning out. I didn't do Gremist in this one. I'm going to talk about this consideration. You could put Gremist. I just didn't really have room because there's everything else that was in here I wanted to play and I pretty much had to play. The only thing that I could potentially substitute the Gremist for, it would be like a Heat Wave or Knickers, but then you'd have to put in another Scald just in case. It was a really messy area, so that's why I just said, you know what, things are bound to get locked, things are bound to get poisoned, things are bound to get killed. These matchups are not our favorable matchups anyways, so we'll just double down on what we're good at and just pray for the best. And we have a lot of options that can go wide if we don't necessarily want to go tall with the Preachers. So that's why having one Purify would help. You know, it's usually the lock that I'm most concerned about would be for one of these, or it would be for the coral, so we get the most value out of that, right? But other than that, yeah, I think we're doing all right. So that's pretty much it. What I did here was I played 4 games with live commentary for reference today, so you guys can check them out, and let me know what kind of alchemy that you're playing after you read the consideration list that I put in the description. I'm down to hear what you guys come up with for yourself. All in all, I think it's a fun deck to play. I wish Alchemy was a bit stronger, right? Careful what you wish for, because one day it might be busted. But right now, it's definitely not meta, but it was a good time. So we'll leave it at that, and hopefully you enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Alright, first up here we have vampires. Well, monsters, blood scent. And just a disclaimer, actually, that I got the big iced coffee going, so if you hear a bunch of ice cubes, you already know. We're going to put back that, because obviously we don't have anything to bring back just yet. I have the bonded pair, and we have the setup here. I don't think I'm going to play the half-brew. It's more like a backup plan here, so. That's actually a solid round. If I start off with these two and just do work with the artifact, I'm doing alright. I don't know if I want to take the discard stuff just now. It's likely going to be this first.
Trust equally in heart and mind.
I don't think we're going to go Gremist on it. There is consideration to take Heat Wave off of this, though, but that's a huge commitment. Our cards do heal, so we'll just kind of roll with that idea, you know? The issue is that if I boost them here at 3, we're not going to get the heal. There's got to be more stuff. So maybe we actually go in with the Preacher, and then we go in with the Axle. Do it that way. So they're playing what looks to be Renfree. Yeah, of course you get to seize that. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's fine, we'll just play our game, our system here. Where to go Axle next?
Our world is in harmony.
Bro, I can beat this guy, you know? I believe, you know? It's not that crazy. Let's get in there. $40 points less 654. I still do it.
I hear tomorrow's settlement calling.
I have to see more out of them. Honestly, if we can get leader charges, at least one more, we're doing decent. Just 20 points. Do I ever just go for the Dwim? I can boost and go for one Dwim. Doesn't matter.
My home is wherever the road takes me.
I just know that like I gotta get more, otherwise we're not doing so hot here. There's too much bleeding. We're going to be losing 6 points. And then more if we play in. It's alright, we have a bit of carryover here. I got a lot of that initial tempo out of the way. And vampires have a somewhat difficult time playing in on a bleed round because they need something to actually give bleeding to on the first turn. Okay, seeing Compass is okay. That's nice. We have carryover, we have consistency. Just a lot of stuff. I think we're going to be alright though if they push a little bit. Let's see, Crow Mother click, this click.
Share the night, share the love.
I might actually just take Coral first, see if we can get lucky.
I can do a great deal more for you.
Nice, that's one.
Just one morsel.
And we likely are going to be discarding Compass, because obviously we don't want to throw away our stuff. It could go well, but it could go south if I have scenario.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Look at that. You actually just can't make it up. I'm going to wait another turn before I go and click this so that we get the heal value off of the Dwim Viandra. Well, you lose a point off that.
I prepared a feast for you, my children.
We still don't even need to click it. I kind of want to keep Berna for round 3. It's a lot of points. Just going to play a half-roo.
A beautiful pair.
And then we can do that if we have to. Then we can do that if we have to. I think that they underestimated this, honestly. There's a compass. No? Huh.
Travel makes one modest. Let's one see the
They
bigger
definitely
picture.
underestimated this a little bit, because if I have basically the heat wave here on whatever they play as the Regis, whatever have you, we're doing really nice.
A pleasure to lead you.
Okay. It's probably going to be the half-brew.
Best drown yourself
And
in
then I
your
guess we
damn
just
mess.
take this because we can. Yeah, it's not enough, man. If I can pull scenario, we're doing alright, but the problem is I need druids now. I do have compass for one, we do have another one here. That's perfect, we get Fukusha. Actually, we don't get Fukusha because... ta-da. We missed a lot of the stuff that normally would just make sense for us. I think I'm gonna have to put this back. And we rock this. It should be enough. I'm not gonna doubt myself.
Man is an arrogant creature.
Psh, of course. I thought about taking it, but...
We serve her who is burden, mother, and crone. Plunge all into mirth with a shrill cry.
They could get a Renfrey, destroy 8 or less, dish damage. I guess they missed Renfrey.
Mardroeme Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult. One who is
Split the rows for
blind from yips.
just in case, whatever reason. This should just be an easy win.
Music marries cultures, connects folk to one another.
I like how we can't do anything with this. Whatever. And they get their best card. Sure. Just want to make sure I'm not playing into an Igni of sort, you know? It's still a win because I heat wave whatever they play. Actually, Renfrey costs more than Regis. That's a problem.
They'll pay for my stolen birthright.
Spawn strat. I guess they'll boost something up to like an 8. We heat wave the 8. We get 4 off the bonded plus net 6 minus 3. That one sucks. Because you can't use it, can you? It just goes back. Yeah, well, we got it. Okay. Alright, next up here we have Nilfgaard Double Cross. And I have one discard. We have the Thin if we want to take it that way, which I might actually do here. I just want more stuff we can throw away. Okay, at least we can bond these up and call it a day on that. Maybe we go and we take the Skald for this, rather than taking the Burna. But if I have to take the Burna, I could throw away one of these. Or if I pull into an alchemy card, I can take this here. I'm considering actually just going straight up with Gednith, because they do go first. We could value bleed. I still have a lot in the tank for later. Got my 2 druids in hand. We want to play the Crow Mother as well. Sure. We can heal that up as well when we play an alchemy.
Women, children, elders, we spare none.
I think what I'm gonna do though is take one turn to decide.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
The discard stuff might be enough, you know? We play discard, we have this.
Always use protective eyewear when handling toxins, they said.
Kinda makes me wish I kept the Gremist in this, but I substituted for 1 ale. Thought it was gonna be alright.
Oh, how wonderful! You speak our tongue.
That's not the end of the world. I can click this just in case. 23-15. We get 8 points off of playing this. Burna might not be a bad play then instead.
We shall do it my way.
That's actually perfect.
Nothing like some overseas plunder
Minus
in
that part.
springtime.
They're likely deciding if they want to pass, right? I'm sitting on 3 good value plays here. We got this for 8. We have this for, I suppose, 9. We got this for 8.
Beautiful is a field,
Sure.
but of dangers full.
Shoot Berdea. 14-point swing. I like this idea. Just get it out there. I just don't have any sort of counter to shoot resilience because we don't have a Gremist. It just didn't work out. There's not really much I can do. If we're going to commit to the discard, I gotta make sure the discard works, you know? Things are going alright though. That's a very slow play considering the position that they're in. I wonder if I ever just convert these for the swing later.
A beautiful pair of legs, please.
On a pass, it might be worth it. Keep in mind now, Knickers can come out of deck at any point, right? That's annoying. I guess that answers my question.
Life and death, entwined as a braid.
There he is. Could still heatwave the shoop though. I have a 14-point heatwave if we do nothing. Let's see if we can hold out a bit longer. If I have space to float this, I don't mind floating it, right? But the fact that we actually get this, I could just play scenario and just kind of go crazy. Shoop will kill scenario. Them getting heatwave off leader will get scenario. So I need druids. I can get none. There's one. I guess we have two. We'll go for like a soft bleed and see where it takes us. I might be able to just cheese it, you know? Watch them get that lock after I put the ale away. Yeah.
Few poachers dare venture into the Von Morlohun's wood.
Before they can get Mushy Truffle, just in case they have some kind of pseudo-bonded, even though it is Shoop, oftentimes they'll run one plus their own Truffle.
Man is an arrogant creature. I hear your feathers whisper.
I'm thinking if we can wind this down so that we could play the Preacher in round 3, and then take the discard. It's enough points to probably win. Out of all the locks you could put in the deck, I don't know why you'd put that one necessarily. I was thinking this was Froth for a second, to be honest with you. Put an Alba in for 5. It's a good thing that I actually boosted that, because had I boosted the Crow Mother, they would have taken that and had a huge swing for round 3. We're just gonna reset the scenario. Not the scenario, rather, the location.
Traveling is an option, you see. One of the better ones.
Part of me just wants to crank the charge and then use crows. I think that actually might just be enough to win the game in 2-0. Okay, well they get the Heat Wave. Heat Wave in the Truffle is a very slow play. I'm gonna pass, man, because if they play Shoot, they can't use Resilience if they want to get in in one turn. We're still getting card advantage. That's likely gonna hit for 11 if they have Blightmaker. I actually don't care much about the Preacher at this point. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull back these. Yeah, this looks really good. I'll do the crow thing first, I think.
The Empire brings progress, advances civilization.
It's a bunch of trash for me. What am I gonna do with this? You know? We'll just drop it at the end. Touche,
We shall be mining.
Very corpses. Nay, feed our foes to the
5 turns of
craft
rain
that
kind of
still
hurts.
I
See what we pull into.
can more for you.
That's not bad. That's actually great. What am I gonna pull off that?
One more circle.
It's swap a card from your opponent's graveyard with a card in my hand. I'm probably going to take Renegade and get rid of the Afan. And then off of that, I could take Heatwave or Rune Mage. I think we take Rune Mage because I have a Heatwave. Rune Mage is going to play for 1 heal, because we could take the stone off of it. And then maybe we get like another alchemy card. Don't like them being able to get the best things they can, so I'm going to take care of that first.
Please, pay no heed to my face.
Sure. Go with the Renegade.
I still hope they'll paint a picture.
We'll play Nilfgaard against Nilfgaard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this looks really good for us. I can't save all these, but we still have a couple things to heal with Berna being damaged here. Not Berna, Coral. It's been a while since I played Discard. So they used Tall Punish. I don't know if they have any more left. You gonna put Curl back in my hand? Well, then I just don't play on the range row. Wow, I don't know what Buddy was thinking, but what are you doing? They didn't have Doomed. Appreciate you, homie. I don't think that decides the outcome of the game, honestly, but
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
here, I'm gonna surprise them with the Rune Mage afterwards, okay? Look at this value. Probably is going to reach for Shoop into as much damage as possible, potentially seize. Right, if they seize a random, get the 6 or a 7. Yeah, or just... Oh, I thought it turned into another Rune Mage. Alright,
We serve her who
whatever.
is virgin mother and crone.
I guess they knew what it was at this point, so... I don't even need all my cards to beat you, bro. You'll never know what it is. Actually useless, though, for us. Yay. Couldn't have asked for a better matchup. We got Skellige, Pirates coming up here, and they're on red coin. All the better. So we got to come out swinging with that discard package. I have 2 candidates here. There we go. I think I'm just going to thin by keeping this in hand. I don't really want to put this back. This is okay. Here, we'll just go with this. At least we have an opener. The discard stuff should help us get out of the round. I just don't want to have a long round 3. So I can bleed in off scenario if we can pull it. I hope it's not scenario pirates because it gets kind of nasty, you know? All the infusions. Crack plays for a lot of points in this matchup. Okay, cool. I was worried about that later. We take that now for sure. I'm about it.
I can do a great deal more for you.
Just sucks that this will actually heal itself, but it's whatever. Gross. Do we ever just take... I think we just take the opportunity to get some discard stuff going.
So be it.
We could put Compass... Probably... And we pass at 6, I guess. Seeing Kraken Voyage in round 1's really good for me. We gotta deal with the Seagull nonsense later, which is not terrible. They still got a ways to go. Why don't I just take out Crow Mother? And then we'll pass. We thinned down so well. I'm impressed. We still got the skull as well for the Mork, which is great. And we got rid of their carryover in round 1. This is looking pretty nice for me. I'm just going to take that pass. They need 12 points, which means they probably use the leader charge here too. Just don't hit a 1.
Shut the fight, you bastard!
It's like, forget about math. Just crank it. So they get the 1 plus the flip. Depending on what they hit, they still have to play. That's unbelievable. I think that was the best round 1 we could have had in any situation against pirates. I know we're at rank 5, but you gotta respect the process, man. It was still good. I need Scald, otherwise this doesn't do much for me. I'm gonna put this back. Bonded's nice. Do we keep Compass? Yeah, I think we can keep Compass. They might have to try to bleed in for this so they can get a card or 2 back. I got crazy defense though. Is there anything we brick here by pulling? No.
Hey, listen here. Listen
All the
well.
better. This is crazy.
Your stench.
That boat's gonna smurf though. Let's get some carryover here.
I fish breath. How dare you, foul swine?
We just start cranking these. And then I still have this play. And then we pull these. It's gonna pull this. You see the vision? Wow. 15. It's still not gonna do it though. I'm gonna have to play this so I can click if I need to.
I'm here tomorrow, sucking and coloring.
I want to defend that 2-card advantage hard. All the clash in the world's not gonna help you, man. That's not what you want to do because it's coming right back. I don't understand. You just got to read the card.
Prepared a feast for you, my children.
Not the first person to do that either.
I'll carve out my name in your drunken hide if I have to.
Do they go for the discard replay or is it good? Whatever's there is probably good.
You can kiss my tail goodbye.
23 points. That might be like the biggest one I've seen. Pause.
Oh, how wonderful! You speak our tongue.
So, okay. We're chilling in round 3. I don't think we're gonna finish this game.
You nicked my mushrooms again.
They're emoting before they forfeit, or... Yeah. GG's. I think we lose. We have Toussaintois hospitality. We go first, and they're just going to boost their stuff up and kill it. I'm going to put up a fight, though. We'll see how it goes. I got 3 discard targets in hand. We just got to find Berna. I could thin out with this, which is kind of nice. I have this that I might actually... I want to dump it. I think it's probably going to be that we do that. Wow, okay. Hopefully we find something. I'm going to take this so that we actually get the most value off of the damage off Coral. I have 3 discards in hand, so everything that we have to go is going to go. Come on, can we snipe that left side?
That might even be amusing.
Hey, I'm down to kill that too. Okay, well we could save that for later, sure. Whatever. This might not even have a chance to pop off, you know? What, are you playing Mill?
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Man, I'm getting all the stuff we gotta get in this. 36 to 8. Bro, they're trying to mill me down. And what better deck than to do it against discard? I guess we could take Lippy. I'm just gonna bomb these up.
A beautiful pair of legs, please.
Here's our chance.
Yo, what if they hit Compass, though? Huh.
Best drown yourself with those damn nets.
I think that I'm gonna pass on them. I do. I think it's a good idea.
The good of the Empire, that is what matters.
Your favorite content creator might not think so, but I do.
We follow left.
Shit.
Focus on
It's a scary sight.
Quiet the noise in your head.
Now all of a sudden I can't pass. Okay. Still 22 points. No, we're passing, we're passing.
Your attention,
That's okay.
please.
At least I know I'm gonna pull
I
it.
shall now speak.
Let's put this way. Let's put this way. We just take the Dwim, we hope that this comes out, and then we go for the Lippy afterwards.
Traveling is an option, you see. One of the better ones.
It's very much winnable.
One who is blind can yet see.
I'm sure that's alright.
Breath? How dare you, foul swine?
Time to get our hands dirty.
Yeah, he's definitely thinking he's got it in the bag. This is gonna be fun. Is there anything I don't want to get back later? Probably Scald.
Mardroome Freyr is
I'm gonna put him on
patient,
melee.
but she brooks no insult.
Don't you pester me.
And then Doggo comes out here, saves the day, because I don't want to click. No, I think they just think they got it. Easy.
Here's our chance.
It's coming out sometime. Imagine that. You don't even have to work for the last card. It's on its way. We could probably just play Ale. We just heatwave that. Perfect, man. Alright, so I think it's Lippy time. Imagine I misclick.
Is that a challenge?
Nice mill nerd. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go. Let's go. You know what the best part is? I actually get Heatwave back. So if they do have a Colgrim, which is not going to say much, we have an answer to it. This is dead. I can discard one and get the other, but I think I'm just going to do this. We play from deck. I'm going to play Scenario to get them all shook. I think it's going to be funny.
Reach beyond what the eyes see and the ears hear.
I'll do the discard stuff next so I can find my druids.
By my honor, we will hang.
Hopefully we get a heat wave actually, that'd be nice.
Stand before the Queen of Skellige.
Okay. One. And I would rather split the points up. But then again, they might lock something. Ah, we'll split the points up. I feel safer doing that.
Nothing like some overseas wandering in springtime.
It's crazy. We're going to see this whole deck again. Is there any way I can boost my own stuff, but only boost one thing? Not really.
I suppose. And the end.
What a good pull.
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
I'll let them work for the kill. We'll just do the bonded half-roos and call it a day. Yeah, whatever. Or do I at least try to proc it once? It doesn't matter.
You can kiss my tail goodbye.
Even though the scenario was kind of just bait. I would have gone for the proc had they not killed this, but if they didn't kill this, I wouldn't have been able to get it, you know? It's one of those things.
Wonderful. You speak our tongue.
Well, you just killed my decree. I don't even have to play. Here.